Hello adventurers and welcome to my channel. My name is Bunny and this is my NV200 Dimples. We travel all over the United States seeking out the really cool fun things to do for our Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday videos. However, along the way we find a lot of really great campsites. So today this video is for you all and we're going to be sharing with you some of the favorite ways that we find our fantastic campsites. Now I have to give it to my friend over at Fantastic Pacifica for coming up with such an awesome word. That's the first place I ever heard that word and I was blown away. That definitely summarizes today's video. So if you haven't seen Fantastic Pacifica's videos before, go and check those out. I just wanted to give a big shout out for the word fantastic. Now there are many ways that I find campsites, but I have learned that first and foremost there is no one right answer. So all of these are the different methods for which I find campsites. Some of them are going to be easily accessible to you no matter where you are. Some are going to be Wi-Fi dependent, but definitely check into all of these if you are traveling. Now this first one is one you've probably heard me say many times if you've been around the channel very long, the dirt. The dirt is one of my favorite camping resources, hands down, and as you can see, there are tons of different reasons why. So many cool features. I love this site because you can actually get the pro version and download the offline maps, and now they have a trip planner feature so you can actually pick out where you're going. Now for this video today I actually went to several different campgrounds in Arkansas to kind of show you how some of these sites have popped up into my orbit, and with that I think you're gonna see why I like these particular resources. For example, at the dirt, I was able to find the Queen Wilhelmina State Park. Queen Wilhelmina State Park is a beautiful state park located on the top of a mountain. You can actually get some of the best views of both the sunrise and sunset from this particular vantage point, and it has a really unique theme. Now, whenever you visit Queen Wilhelmina, you're not gonna be just visiting a typical state park. This actually has a small model train that you can ride around, a very large historic train, a beautiful lodge, several scenic overlooks, and then also not only do they have camping, but they also have hiking in this area. I really enjoyed my stay at Queen Wilhelmina. And this was a great recommendation from the dirt because the price point definitely was budget friendly at under $20 for a campsite that included both water and power. Now, the next site that I found, I actually was fortunate enough to have someone suggest to me. Always connect with other people who you know who might have stayed in those areas that you're traveling to, because word of mouth is sometimes the best way to find a hidden gem. This particular campground is the Charlton Campground. It was sent to me by Life as Sherry, one of my really amazing Instagram adventure follower friends, and I'm super excited because this place was amazing. Charlton Campground is one of the most beautiful campsites that you will find that is a Corps of Engineers site. The campground itself has separation from the recreation area. Both of them have access to a beautiful pool with a waterfall that cascades down a Corps of Engineers designed waterway. This place is so cool. You're going to want to check it out. They have running water in the bathrooms, which is something that's not pretty common for those particular kinds of campgrounds. And again, the price point is right for under $20. Now, another site that I like to use is freecampsites.net. Freecampsites.net is one of those sites that you can go and kind of seek out not only just like camping sites that are going to be free in like national forests, but they also tell you some places like, you know, parking lots and stuff like that. So I find a lot of truck stops on there as well as Walmarts that accept overnights. And for this particular adventure, I was actually pretty surprised because I found a couple places on there that were free, but also had postings saying you couldn't camp there currently. So that kind of put me in a little bit of a tailspin, but they were great for day use. So let me show you what those looked like. The Brushy Campground was actually at one point in time, I am almost positive, a working campground. There are fire rings, picnic tables, bathrooms, lantern hooks, you know, you name it, the works. It has a beautiful shaded area and it's right by the waterway. absolutely gorgeous. And I took a little bit of a drive when I was visiting this one and checked out even more. And as I went, I noticed that part of the Ouachita Trail runs directly through this area. So maybe, just maybe, they will again open this to camping. The Shirley Creek Campground was another one of those, and I think that the reason this one currently is not open to camping is actually because of the flood conditions. The waters have been aggressive, to say the least. It was actually all the way up to the grounds, almost by where the campsite was. I did see some people camping up kind of on a higher area, so maybe, just maybe, this is a seasonal camp, but I just wanted to put this out there because two beautiful places to spend at least a day, and again, they might be campsites in the near future. Now, I do also like to use Ioverlander. Ioverlander is a wonderful place for you to kind of get some ideas as to where campsites might be. And as you can see here, they also have some other features that they do post up, including where you can get gas, where dump stations are, things like that. And that one is super handy. However, a lot of the sites that were featured in this particular area actually had a lot of crossover with the Dirt and freecampsites.net. So I just wanted to mention it, but you know, most of these places I also found on Ioverlander. Now, last but not least, I have one favorite way to find campsites that I highly recommend you trying out yourself. I like to get out in an area that I know has tons of different stuff there and just start to drive. Whenever I do that, I typically am able to find a few things that might not have made it onto the master lists. And then I can actually add them to those lists so that other people can find them in the future. So on this particular trip, I found a really cool site that was right by the water. And the site was right out on the peninsula. This was the Wiley Campground. The Wiley Campground near Kirby is actually a really nice campground, but because it is only open seasonally, it doesn't make the list on several of the top websites. This particular site, you do have to book in advance, but it has all the amenities and features that you could ever want, including showers, flushing toilets, a dump station, and power at each and every one of the sites. There are tons of different layouts, and you can fit anything from a small rig all the way up to a big one in there, and a lot of people like it because it's pretty close to a boat ramp. So they bring their boats up and then put in during the day. Now, of course, if you've seen my videos previous, including my van build, you already know my van is extra tiny. However, most of these websites do also have the length of sites available on them. For example, Ioverlander, the Dirt, and freecampsites.net, you can find different sizes so you can see if you will fit. Now, if you are like me and you have a tiny little van, we are very compact, we need very little room. So it's mostly about the features and amenities. However, if you're one of my big van friends or you have a big trailer that you're also towing around, definitely recommend looking at that little tiny line on each one of those, in addition to the GPS coordinates, which give you the pinpoint directions to how to get there. Now, I hope this video is helpful to you all at home if you're looking for a campsite. I use these sources all pretty regularly, and because of that, I have found some amazing campgrounds. Check out my campground playlist for a list of some of those. And if you're ever interested in all the campsites that I go to, check out the Dirt, and I review everything and leave pictures and tons of commentary there. But before we go, I wanted to share one other thing. Today, we are actually having a really special moment to close out this video. Today, one of you all at home sent me something kind of fun to put in the van, so I just wanted to show it to wrap up the video and to say thank you. So I received these two adorable stickers, and I definitely wanted to give a shout out to those who sent them to me. This right here is Dan Loves Mary Ann from danlovesmaryann.com. They are also into van life, and aren't these so cool? I love them. I'm about to put them into the van right now, and that's how I wanted to close out this video, saying thank you guys so much. Much like the Van Life Pacifica and then Life as Sherry, you guys are a big part of the channel, so I wanted to say thank you. Until next time, guys, bye! Okay, where do I want to put these? Aha! I think I will put them over here. Okay, we're gonna move you down, and I think right here. Yeah, and then right here. There we go.